Market America, how we feeling? We feeling good? I know I'm feeling good. Market America, you ready to talk? Y'all ready to talk? I was saying to Lauren, I was like, oh my God, I got to go after you? Like, that's like, I don't know, but, you know, I want to give a shout out, thank you to Lauren, the corporate team, for allowing me to be here on stage. There's a lot of leaders that are way better than me at this business. There's a lot of people that made a lot of money in this stadium and arena. I'm not ignorant to it, that are better than me at this. So thank you guys for, allowing me to be here and being your student. Let's give all these leaders in this coliseum a huge round of applause. And one last shout out. Thank you, Philadelphia, for allowing me to represent you. Love you guys. All right, guys, so I'm going to preface this real quick. This training that I'm going to do for you guys, honestly, I'm going to be talking to myself a lot, so don't get offended. Anything I say is not a representation of Market America. It's a representation of Dritan Hodo, right? This is just to myself, so you're kind of going to dig in a little bit into my head. This is kind of like the trainings that we do for our team, so you'll see what we do, basically. But my name is Dritan, and I'm your friend. Right? This is a little bit of my bio. If you want to know more, there's other videos on YouTube, but I want to get into the meat of it. I really want to go into the depth and, do a training for you guys here around building momentum, right? This business is really built on momentum, and that's what this business is really about. And essentially, before we need to talk about building momentum, we need to get very clear on what business we're in. We got to be very clear on the business that we're in. And we could get a great debate going. We can get a great debate because there's a laundry list of stuff we could say and ask ourselves the question of what's going to create long-lasting success in Market America. You guys think we could probably have a good debate on that? Probably, right? Because there's 20,000 people here, 20,000 probably different perceptions and opinions. Is it the product? Breakthrough products. The Canaba, how do you say it? Canabaquin. Man, I can't wait to rub that self on me after the gym. I can't wait, right? Canabacool. I want to rub the cool stuff on myself, right? I can't wait. I'm going to tell you, though, it's not the breakthrough products, guys. It's not, because times change, products adapt, science continues. Is it the MPCP? Ooh. This one is going to stir you guys up a little bit. Is it the MPCP? 100% to infinity. Where's Al at? 100% is what? Yeah, 3,600 a week, no breakaways, downline placement, right? Sustainability, profitability. Is that the difference maker? I'll tell you, that by far in the industry is the best plan, hands down in the industry. Hands down. But however, without an ingredient, you won't make it work. Is it the recognition, the perks that the company puts on for us? They fill us with pride. They fill us with energy. They recognize us. They do so much for us to inspire our teams to go out and build this business and make it happen. It's not the difference maker. Where's Mark? What about Mark Ashley, Steve Ashley, right? When they come here, they do all this innovation about the websites, the systems, everything that's going on. Anyone else get excited when Mark comes up here? I lose my mind. I'm like, yeah, Mark. And there's more. Come on, Mark, give it to me. And there's more, right? It's not that. How about the company? Is it Market America? Do they have to do more for you? No. Hands down, can we agree that Market America, after this weekend, has put everything in place to support our success? So what's the difference maker? What is required for you to have long-term success in this business? One word. You guys ready? You. You are the difference maker. Congratulations, guys, for making the sacrifices, making the time, leaving no excuses out there and being in this arena, because you are that difference maker in your family's life right now. Specifically, we're going to take this to the next degree, the influencers among you. the influencers, the leaders among you, right? That is the key to building a dynasty. That is the key to your contribution. That is the key to your legacy. That is going to be the key to a long-term dynasty that you build and financial empire that you build for generations within this business. Their development, listen to me very clearly, guys. Their development, the influencers' development, and the leaders' development, and the environment that you create for them, by far is the most important thing that you can do in this business. Right? But it begs the question. It really begs the question, because when I started the business, I just wanted to make money. I saw $3,600 a week, 100% to infinity, like, let's get paid. Right? But so you begs the question, well, what's a leader? What's a leader? In my opinion, and I could be wrong, everyone has different opinions. In my opinion, a leader is defined by those two words: a momentum creator. Momentum creator. What is a momentum creator? You can drop any of these leaders, any part of the world, any city in the world, any country in the world, and they will build this business, not know anyone, they don't have to know anyone, and they will be responsible for building a booming organization because they will be responsible for creating momentum. Who here wants to learn how to become a momentum creator in this business? Who here wants to have that ability? Be dropped in any city, any country, not know anybody, and build a massive empire with this business. Who here wants to know how to do that? Right? Here's what you got to do to be a momentum creator. A couple things. Leaders learn how to invite, present, train. Invite, present, train. You don't got to be the best at it. You don't got to, be perfect at it. You just got to do it and do it and do it and do it and do it. And the more that you do it, the better you're going to get. And the better that you're going to get, guess what? The business is going to build what? Faster, right? Next thing that you got to learn, you got to constantly work on your attitude. I hate this when I hear this. I know, D. I know. I got it. I got it all figured out. What? What do you mean you got it? Are you making $3,600 a week? You don't got nothing figured out. Leaders constantly reading, constantly learning, listening to audios, constantly working on themselves, reaching that next progression of themselves, the next version of themselves. They know that they're never going to arrive in their personal development. They're constantly working on themselves. Next thing, leaders build relationships. Guys, remember this. A distributor will leave you. A friend will not leave you. Leaders constantly build relationships. It's more important when someone starts a business to look them in the eye and say, hey, Steve, I want your future and my future to be together. How can I help you? How can I serve you? Build a relationship, become friends. That's more important than any technical aspect that you learn this weekend. Next thing, leaders always share the vision. You got to paint a big picture, share a vision. Who here is excited about the shopping annuity and all the products they're adding for us? It's crazy. You talk to someone, hey, you build a team, you're going to get paid. You're going to get paid when you brush your teeth, when people, wash their clothes, when people, take a shower. You get paid when people feed their dog and their cat. You're going to get paid when people wipe their butts. You're going to get paid, right? I don't know if you can't build a vision on that. What do you can build a vision on, right? Next thing. Leaders constantly promote events everywhere they go, every time, on every occasion. They're constantly promoting events. And lastly, I'm going to get this in a little bit more in depth. Leaders always go back to phase one. Always go back to phase one. If you don't know what phase one is, we're going to go into a little bit more in depth, but true leaders do that. So do we want to know how to find leaders? Do we want to know how to attract leaders, people that want it, people that are here this weekend, people like you that want to make a difference? Do we want to know how to do that? Well, first, you've got to become the leader. You need to become the leader. You need to attract leaders, you have to become it. To find and sort through people, you need to become that leader. You need to be the example of what you want your people to become, right? You need to do all the things that I mentioned. Literally everything. Do all the things that I mentioned, and the more that you do it, the more people are going to follow you. The more that people are going to follow you, they're going to emulate you, and they're going to want to become what you want them to become. Does that make sense to everybody? Right? And here's the two things that you need to show on a daily basis consistently for that to happen. Your attitude. By far the most important thing. How do you see this business? Man, I get passionate, guys. If I'm scaring anyone new here, don't worry. I'm excited about this business, guys. I get excited. Your attitude. How do you see this business? Do you see it as made to make a little bit of extra money? Or do you see this business as a way to help generations of people build financial independence? Huh? Do you see this business You wake up in the morning and you're like, oh my God, I got to talk to people like, God, duh. Or, man, I can't wait who comes into my path is going to be blessed by me if I decide to even talk to them about it, this opportunity. Right? How do you see this business? Do you see yourself winning? Do you see yourself overcoming obstacles? Do you see yourself as becoming a champion? What you see yourself as is what you reflect to people. And what you reflect to people, that's what they're going to follow. Does that make sense? You always got to work on becoming better. You always got to, work on yourself. Positive attitude, leading by example. Never show fear. Never show doubt. Always show certainty and confidence and leading people to where they need to go. That's how you attract leaders in your business. Next thing is posture. You got to have posture. What does posture mean? Inside your heart, inside your mind, and inside your soul. You got to know. You just got to know that you have something more powerful than anything out there, no matter what anyone has out there, no matter who you're talking to. Doesn't matter if they got a job, doesn't matter if they got a business, doesn't matter the industry. You have something that they need, not necessarily you needing them, right? And when you show that type of confidence, when you exude that type of certainty, no matter what people tell you, no matter what they tell you about this business, no matter what they tell you about Market America, no matter what they tell you about your abilities, you will know inside you that you will make it. And when you have that certainty and when you have that confidence and you reflect that no one can ever steal your dreams, that's when people will follow you and you will attract leaders to your business. So I want to talk to you guys about these 4 phases in Market America and team building. You might not be aware of these 4 phases. I wasn't aware. It's been 8 years, 9 years. But you start to discover them as you go along in the business. We all go through it. So I'm going to talk through the story, basically, about how this goes. And I don't know, you might relate to it, you might not, but this is typically what happens. There's phase 1, and phase 1 is this. When you first start the business, you go to a presentation, you see an example of residual income, you hear some testimonials, Jim, you get excited about converting your spending into earning, and you get excited. Right? I know Mauricio's excited over there, right? You get excited. And you're a little bit nervous. You're a little nervous because there's a little investment that comes along with it, but you're excited, so you get started. And you're a little afraid of what your wife or what your husband's going to say, but it doesn't matter because you're excited. Right? And then you start to talk to people. You say the stupidest things. You say everything the wrong way. You do the complete opposite of what the training tells you not to do, right? And one or two things are going to happen. Either your excitement is going to get people rolling pretty quickly and come out and start the process, which, believe it or not, new people had the best ability to do, or you get rejected. But before I tell you what's going to happen after that, here's what happens. I want to give you a little statistic that if you understand the statistic, you're going to understand the business really, really well, and you'll know what to do. Over 90% of people that start the business, I want you guys to really pay attention, understand this. Over 90% of people that start the business were sponsored by somebody who had just started less than 30 days ago. Over 90%. So what's the difference in our first 30 days, guys? What's the difference? Do you know more or do you know less? Are you more excited or less excited? I know when I started, I was like, dude, everyone I'm talking to is getting in this. Are you kidding me? I'm 100%. Who's not going to do this thing, right? Right? But here's what happens. You're all excited. You're in the creativity phase. You're talking to people. And let's assume you get people rolling in the process. Very quickly, here's what's going to happen. You realize, right, Phil? They're not going to do the same thing as you. Oh, my God. They're not going to do the same. You realize some people, they come into the business, and I've had this happen to me. They come into the business, and what happens is, they get excited, but they get demotivated very quickly. And literally, sometimes they go into like the secret, what's it called? Secret service or something? Or secret agents of Market America. And you try to call them within 24 hours, sometimes they don't even pick up. You're like, where'd you go? Anyone have that happen or am I crazy? That's happened to me. Okay, I'm the only one. It's so cool, right? Maybe they just don't like me. I don't know. Anyway, what happens, so when you're in that phase, as soon as, people aren't doing the same things that you're not doing, or they're not doing, you think that there's something wrong. Or you talk to people, no one gets rolling, and you think that there's something. And the minute that you think that there's something wrong, you stop talking to people. And then you go into the second phase. You go into the analysis phase. You start analyzing everything. You analyze your sponsor, right? You analyze your team. You analyze the company, the products. You think, oh my God, if they changed the label of isotonics and made it a different color, I know I would have more success in the business. It's the company. It's totally the company. But here's the thing. When you're analyzing, you're not doing anything. You're not talking to new people. You're not getting customers. You're analyzing. And the definition of leadership in this business is what, Lisa? Leading by example. And when you're analyzing, what does your team start doing? And as more and more people are analyzing, you're not getting results. And you notice that you're not getting results, and then you move into the third phase, the management phase. In this phase, guys, you think that you can influence the results by tweaking something in the system. Right? Here's what happens. You get this typically happens when you hit like coordinator EC, or you get a new pin, right? And you become an executive. And you show up to the meeting, and now you are there to help your team. You can't recruit new people. You're an executive now. Why would you show up to the meeting, you make sure the meeting looks good, the sound is perfect, the screen is beautiful, that it starts on time, that it finishes on time. You become very strict on what people say, what people wear. We become one of these people about all the rules. Huh? Right? And then what happens? You're not talking to people. And then what's your team's doing? They get into the management phase. Remember, you think that you can influence the results by tweaking something. You check your back office 5 times a day. It only updates at night. I only know because I was there, right? It's like, press a little button, refresh. So in the management phase, you're not talking to new people, you're not getting customers, and everyone's following your example, and your team's following your example, and you notice that there's no results. And if you don't have results for a period of time, you need to start blaming somebody. You blame somebody or something for the lack of results. It's your sponsor, it's your senior partner, your team sucks, right? Your cross line is just negative. Your junior partners are lazy. Right? Oh, the company, the products, your mother that never loved you, all your life problems come up. And when you stay in the blame phase for too long, guess what happens? You quit. You quit. Guys, if there's someone that you're hanging around, I don't care if they're executive coordinator, field vice president, director, if they're blaming people or something for too long, they're going to quit. You just got to know it. And when you know it, it's normal. Whoa, D, what do you mean it's normal? It's normal. See, leaders in this business understand that everything is normal, right? Nothing surprises you after a while. Everything's normal. It's normal for people to tell you that this won't work. It's normal to have issues along the way. It's normal for people to be excited and lose excitement. Everything is normal. But what's the difference between big leaders, right? Big leaders and us, everyone else? Is that they realize when they're not in phase 1. They don't need anyone to tell them, get it in phase 1. And when they realize they're not in phase 1, they go back into phase 1 to start momentum again. Right? So I've seen a lot of people in the blame phase, and I've seen a lot of people quit. I don't have a problem with it. Maybe they'll watch this video. Right? I respect them. Cool, no problem at all. Great people. The only thing I dislike is they blame everything except who? Themselves. I've had people quit and they call me a lot of different things. And another thing is when you're a leader, if you want leadership, you can't really give a crap what people talk about you. You don't care what people have to say about you, right? That's one tip. And I had a lot of people give me great reasons why they quit, but I've also had a lot of people who did not quit that went through something a lot harder than them that still succeeded. So what's the difference between the person that quit and the person that succeeded? It's themselves. Hey, and this person quit on themselves. If you quit on yourself, that's your problem, but at least admit it. I never got a message to this day, and probably some smart butt will give me, hey, D, I'm quitting Market America. I'm quitting Market America because I quit everything in my life. I quit my school, I quit jobs, I quit my marriage, I quit my diet, I quit everything that I do, and I'm happy quitting, signed quitter, and looking forward to quitting many more things. Never. Guys, I've been in the business 8-9 years. I can promise you, I've seen leaders quit the business. I've seen people quit the business to this day. People that quit have not reached the level of success outside the business that these leaders in Market America have reached. Not one. So if you want to be a leader, right, you got to realize right now, what phase are you in the business? Like this, right now, sitting in these hard seats, what phase are you in the business? Regardless of where you're at in the business, what phase are you in? If you want to be a leader, you got to return to phase 1. Over 90% of your time needs to be talking to new people and getting customers. If you're doing anything outside of that, you are not in a leadership role that's going to explode an organization. That's not. And don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Do not feel bad, because we all go through these phases. We all go through it. It's okay. You gotta know it's okay. Listen, sometimes I go through this very quickly, all in one day. No, I swear. I get up in the morning, I'm like, all right, D, you're the man. All right, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna be really creative. I'm gonna talk to a lot of people. I'm gonna get customers. I'm gonna get this thing rolling. You're gonna kill it today. But first, let me check out the new shop, the shop.com and the colors on it, and let me really analyze what's happening. And while I'm there, let me open up my back office, check my reports, and start calling people and say, how can I help you? 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 By the end of the day, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so pissed at myself. Why didn't I talk to new people? I start blaming everything and everyone for my success, and I repeat that sometimes multiple times in one day. Anyone else do that before? It happens. It happens to all of us, right? But we always got to know to return to phase 1 of the business if we're going to be able to explode that organization. And you know what? If we could take all these words on this slide and describe all of this in one word. All of this comes down to one word. And what that word is, everyone won't admit it, but they hate it. It's work. It's work. We just work the business, right? But D, I've been in Market America for 5 years and I've made any money. Okay, then I ask that person, how many people not in Market America did you talk to about Market America today? It's very simple. If you want to make a lot of money, here's the secret that you came for this weekend. If you want to make a lot of money, you talk to more people that are not in Market America than are in Market America. It's very simple. Very simple. I promise you guys, I promise you this, ready? No one will ever stop you on the street and say, hey, are you in Market America? Because I'm looking to sign up. It's not going to happen. So you got to fill your calendars. What's work? Fill your calendars with these 3 things. You look at your calendar, right? And you say, okay, I need to spend my time doing call workshops, inviting people. I need to spend my time doing 201 and HBPs, and I need to get customers. If 90% of your calendar is not doing any of that, you're not moving your business forward. If your calendar says leadership training, training of the this, training of the that, training of this and that, without any of these 3 things, you're in the management phase. If your calendar is blank, you're in the blaming phase. Figure out which phase you're in and go back to phase 1. And anytime I'm always like thinking to myself, oh my goodness, I'm in my blaming phase. Why is my business not moving? Why is momentum decreasing? Well, I need to, okay, D, be quiet, right? Stop, get out of your head. Pull my little black book out. How many new prospects did I show the business to last week? And typically, if my business is, if the team's really growing, I'm doing pretty well. If it's not growing, I'm probably not doing really well. So I know exactly, I gotta make sure that I increase the number of exposures. Very simple. And I'm gonna talk to you guys, you're the 3%ers here in this coliseum. Is that okay? So being the 3%ers, you wanna earn 6 figures. Is that okay? Is that right? Right? If I'm working with someone that's really looking to blow this thing out and cap their one really solid, what I tell them is very simply put, if you want to get to a full-time income, you're going to need 3 to 5 exposures daily going through your business on each side of your business. 3 to 5 a day, each side of your business daily. You got to be that example, though, that increases that lid so that now your organization can be right under it as well. Does that make sense, everybody? Right? So here's the most important skill. No matter how good you become, guys, I'm really not that good. I promise you. Like my failure rate, plus or minus 50%. Plus or minus 60%. Plus or minus 70%. Plus or minus 80%. Plus or minus 90%. I fail 90% of the time. I don't even know why I'm here standing and speaking to you. Why am I here? Out of 10 people I talk to, I might be able to work with one person that wants to do the business. No matter how good you become, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because you're in a minority business. The minority of people you talk to are going to want to roll with it. The minority of people that roll with it are going to still work the business and build a booming organization. No matter, guys, everything is normal. It's normal for people to come into the business and fall off. It's normal for people to tell you one thing and do another thing. That's why most people never become successful in life. They say one thing and they do something else. It's normal. But when you realize that, you look for the minority. You look for people that are different. You look for people that stand for something. Those are the people that you're going to build a business with. Right? So this business is very simple. This business is very simple. It's like a deck of cards. Like a deck of cards. You got to learn very quickly, if you're going to basically control your destiny, you got to marry the process and divorce the results. Right? So there's a lot of new. Who here is new? Make some noise. I'm going to share with you what happened to me when I started the business. Is that all right? So I got time. All right. When I saw the business, like I said, I thought everyone was going to do it. I get on the phone with a friend of mine, a gym partner of mine, we'll call him Rich, right? I call him, I'm like, yo, we're going to get rich, right? I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? Where are you right now? He's like, I'm at my house. I'm coming over. Click. I go in my 93 Prelude. I got a CD, right? I'm listening to audio and another audio, The Dash, and I'm listening to Jared saying, you're going back and forth. What's your book going to read, right? And I'm just like, all right, yeah, I'm so hyped. I go to his room. I'm like, yo. He's like, what do you got? And then I go, and then he says, I'll show you. I pull out a piece of paper, right? And as I pull out the piece of paper, I lay it there and I say, this, draw a circle, is you. Because that's what got done to me, right? And as soon as I draw you, he goes, don't do this. I'm like, why? He's like, don't do this. You know our buddy so-and-so, whose father did it? I was like, bro, you don't even know what it is. It doesn't matter. He lost $50,000. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, did he sign up 1,000 times or something? Like, when you get people, for all the new people, when you get people like this, it doesn't matter. They're not a bad person. I did this the wrong way. They're not a bad person. Put them in your book of no's. Learn to follow up and understand that most people are closed-minded. They'll never make any money in their life. Most people don't know what they don't know. You take the 9 and you move on. The next person, one of the next people, he's ready to roll. He's all excited. He's going to get started the next day. It's about a 45 to an hour drive to his house. I go to his house, and it's funny, JR describes it because it's actually true. Go to his house, and I see, ring the doorbell, all the lights are on. Ring the doorbell, all the lights are off. That's your 5. The 7, oh, this is a good one, right? The 7 is a really good one. So I talked to my buddy about the business. We show him the 201, right? And I'm talking to him like, yo, you got to see this. He's like, bro, I'm not trying to drink any Kool-Aid. I was like, you got to come to the meeting. I'm edifying the speakers. Listen, I'll come because I trust you, but if they put a drink in front of me, I'm out. And I'm like, yes, I got to guess. Yes. And then the room's empty, and I go, oh, come on. You're going to get really excited about this, trust me. You're like, and then, God bless her, so I'm going to talk about her. Aunt Linda comes up, right? She's being a saint. She comes up, and she goes, isotonic's really good for you. Here you go. My face goes, oh. His face, he literally gets up, storms out. And then I'm like, oh no. Another tip for you guys, when people are like that, your emotions can't be like, ah. Realize it's a 7, keep it moving. The next person has a big mouth. They know everyone. They're an entrepreneur. They're a businessman, businesswoman, blah, blah, blah. They're going to get it going. They know everybody in Philly. They know everybody. Really quickly, you realize nobody knows them. Oh, this one. The five. This one's really good. So I prospected this girl. She came out to the meeting. She loved it. She's like, I'm ready to go. Next day, I get a call. I think it's the girl. It's her mom. Hey, Mom, how's it going? Not good. I'm like, is everything okay? What's going on? You brought my daughter to see a thing last night. I'm like, yeah, you want to do it too, or? It's very simple. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want her doing it. I don't want you doing it. And, those things, like, don't work. I did my research. I'm like, that's awesome. What did you find? Because I didn't do mine. They promise you financial independence. They promise you freedom. They promise you the car, this, that, and a small percentage make millions. And I'm thinking to myself, what? I can make $1 million doing this? Are you kidding me? Who's excited that they can make $1 million doing this, huh? You take the 5 and you move it. You keep it moving, right? Oh, this one's good. So this is when I reached the full-time income in the business. I was like, hot shot. I was thinking, oh man, I'm good. I'm like 25. I got close to 6 figures cash saved in the bank, right? I just retired my parents. Everything was going really well. So I'm like, I'm going to go to the bank. I got to make a withdrawal anyway, but I'm not going to go to the ATM because I can't recruit the ATM machine, right? I'm going to go to the teller. And I go there. I got my awake shot, right? And for you guys that don't know, we used to do trial size marketing in Philly in 2015. I say trial size marketing because what we used to do, we used to literally go in the street because we didn't get leads. We had to figure out how to build our names list. I'm not saying this is right or wrong, but whatever. We used to go, and it used to be like random people, guys. I'm just telling you the truth. Random people, okay? And we used to say, hi, excuse me, yes? Hi, we're doing a trial size marketing thing in the area. We're looking for things for our portfolio. Would you want to try this product? 0 calories, 0 sugar, gives you energy, no crash. Here you go. And we used to get the number, right? And I'm talking to this girl, right? And as I'm drinking the Awake, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to pull out my money. This and that. And she sees me drinking the Awake. And she says, oh, is that Awake? I'm like, yeah, you ever try it? She's like, can you believe this? Somebody gave me one of these samples on the street, and they got me to this thing. And they tried to scam me for like $500. Can you believe that? Can I have my money in hundreds? It's crazy, man. It's nuts. We used to do some crazy stuff. We still do crazy stuff. But and some of us, we get tired by the 5th card. We stop all the business, and we go into blaming phase, analysis management, and blaming phase, and we stop. Guys, everything is normal. Once you keep going, and you keep going, and you keep going, and then eventually, pull your ace out. When you get your ace, guys, JR talked about it, double down, triple down, quadruple down. Here's what most people think. I made it. I got someone who has contacts. I got someone who has coachability and credibility. I made it. Let me still work the business 8 to 15 hours a week. Wrong. Wrong. Go all in with that person. Double down, and now take their deck and start increasing the rate of exposure. Increase that rate, increase that rate, increase that rate, increase that rate, increase it, increase it, increase it. You keep going, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going, going, up. We got another one. We got another one. We got another one. Here's what most people do. I'm rich. I stop. They can take care of the business. Wrong. Triple down. You increase the rate, increase the rate, increase the rate, increase the rate, increase, up. Got another one. Got another one. Here's the people do this the wrong way, is like the wrong questions you ask yourself. Is this person gonna do it or not? I don't care. All I care about is increasing my rate of exposure. If I increase my rate, I know eventually I'm gonna have someone that becomes that ace. 4 aces. Finish your business off. 4 aces on the left, 4 aces on the right. Financial independence for everybody in here. Oh, shoot, I gotta wrap up. Okay, I actually got a lot of... this is a really important slide. Can we... All right, I just need this slide. This is about World Conference. Can I get the slide? Real quick. I'm gonna go quick. This is really important. I'm gonna give you guys a story. All right, this is important. It started with our founders, Jera and Lauren, right? It started with our founders. They had a vision. They set up an infrastructure for us to build a business. They had a guy chase them down. Rick Hannon, Grandpa, right? Grandpa saw the vision, got excited, went to an event, just like you're in an event. Brought a Chinese distributor in. Vicky Lee, got excited about the business. Got really, really fired up. Talked to people who talked to people who got a couple in the business, Amber Yang and Michael Liu, right? They wanted to become the heroes of their own life. They said, you know what, they got fired up, led to Tom Lin. Tom Lin shut down his restaurants during Mother Day weekend, had 4 restaurants, got excited about the business, led to Aunt Linda, who gave the Kool-Aid, right? Aunt Linda. She basically loaned tickets out to millennials in 2011 who gave her a repayment plan, eventually, right, who led to my sponsor that you don't know, who eventually led to me going to a presentation in North Philly. Went to a presentation in North Philly, got excited about residual income, got excited about freedom, got excited about everything. Led to me, right? Led to me here. And you know what? This isn't important. What it's really important to get from this, leading to me, and led to directors of Market America, their back office hasn't caught up yet, right? What if people in this business here did not attend that first event? What if people got a headache? What if people were sick? There wouldn't be a Taiwan. There would not be a Hong Kong. There would not be a Flushing. There would not be, the States, Boston. There would not be nothing here if people broke that chain of destiny. Do not break that chain of destiny. You are not in these seats to sit in these seats. You are here to lead. You are here to step up, right? You are here to become directors of the business.